almost 50 people.
I'm just logging into the YouTube live stream so I can see the screen.
Guys, is this gonna happen here or YouTube or both?
Sorry, what was that?
Do we have to be here in the voice chat or at YouTube?
You could be there or here. We're streaming on both, but our Telegram is connected to YouTube.
Okay, thank you.
I'm just logging into the YouTube live stream so I can see the screen. Is IP the man online? Don't see him yet.
I hope he comes in singing his Tiki Tribe song.
I did ask him for a live performance actually, and he said he can't sing live, but he's going to drop like a special studio track for Tiki sometime soon.
Excellent. That original one's absolutely mustard. I love it.
I know, we love it too. So I'm on 3 devices. I think I need to switch my voice. Can you guys hear me properly through here?
You sound fine to me.
Okay.
This is gonna be epic.
Looks like we're going to reach 100 people. Not too bad.
Ooh, I saw IP join.
Filling up nicely, isn't it? IP demands here, is he? Hope's in the house as well. Oh, there they are. We got time for an anthem. I think we might have.
Yo, 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 what up? Yo, y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? Mic check.
Yeah, how's things?
Hey, we hear you, man. Awesome. Glad to have you here, man.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, man. It's good to be here. Good to be here, man. For real. I appreciate all the support from everybody. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. The Tiki community, y'all go pretty hard, man. I appreciate y'all for real. I really do.
Welcome.
We might be having some connection issues. Not sure.
I can hear you
Yes,
good, man.
we can hear you well, man. Absolutely. And I believe they're getting it live streamed. It's live streamed right now on YouTube. Isn't that crazy, IP?
YouTube, what up? Yeah, that's pretty dope. I think you guys are the first community I see to do that. I don't see nobody else doing that. Continue to push the envelope. That's what's up, man. I might have to go grab my laptop just to watch and listen at the same time.
I wonder how many people are doing that right now. They're seeing themselves like talk, they're seeing the little screen icon on the computer.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's more than we expect. You guys got almost 120 people in here, man. That's lit. That's dope.
Awesome, man. Yeah, we try to promote this as much as possible, and I try to get the word out there on Twitter. And it's been, I think, really, really great experience trying to get everybody to this AMA.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, like I said, man, like the Tiki community, man, they go pretty hard, bro. And I've seen a couple of them, stick up for me and have my back. I appreciate every last one of y'all. One thing I wanna touch on before anything else is the anthem. It's a great record. Um, I feel like everybody who's listening to this right now, if you guys share the anthem, and you don't even have to tag me on Twitter. You can tag me on Twitter. That's cool. If not, great, no problem. It's not really about me. It's about the song growing, and as the bigger the song gets, the more people will be aware of Tiki, and it will spark some interest and possibly convert other investors into Tiki investors. So, a lot of people rage about the charts going up and down and stuff like that. Just do your part, you know what I mean, and do whatever you can to promote, and most and foremost, just try to get the record out there a little bit more, and that helps really capture people, and yeah, it can work.
Hi, IP. Can you
Absolutely.
hear me now? I had to switch devices.
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you now. What's up? How you doing?
Sorry about that. I just wanted to say thanks for coming on, and I think it's important for our community to engage with you and learn about the process and how you created the song, because we're relying on the community to share the track on all their social channels. So if they understand you better, they can share the track across their platforms in a way where they really understand you.
Okay, no problem, no problem. Well, I mean, first and foremost, as an artist, like, I've been doing music for a very long time, about 18 years now. I started doing music with Barry White's grandson. I don't know if you guys know who Barry White is. I'm a little older, so he's a legend. I started doing music with his grandson, so I've developed my craft throughout the years, and just hard work, and I put well over 10,000 hours into my craft. And so when it came to recording this record, I wanted to have. It's all about beat selection, all right? So the instrumental, you contact a producer, you guys go through some ideas, they send you a bunch of beat packs, you go through 1,000 beats, you know. Um, this one particularly though, I wanted the as soon as you hear the beat, I wanted let's just say the consumer to immediately take the record serious and immediately take whatever I was about to speak about very serious. And I believe I accomplished that, because I didn't want to do a fun gimmick, tiki song that people would take as a joke, because the project is not a joke by far. You know what I mean? It's a very serious project. It's a great project, and so I had to match the intensity of the project with the record, and I I believe I accomplished that. So that's first and foremost is beat selection, and then I don't write, you guys, so I literally stand in front of the microphone and come up with melodies, and I feel the words, and things that I don't like, I'll take out or I'll replace. And I actually worked on the record pretty good in order to get it to you guys in a timely fashion, and along with doing the artwork and you know reaching out to my graphic guy and pushing him because it's a serious thing. It's a project. So, just deadlines, people need it, want to get it out there. And that's my creative process really. It is really beat selection, the melodies, and then you fill in the words with about the project, the coin. And of course I gotta add my own little sauce into it. So
No, we love it. And I think the community also, when we first shared it, they were so excited. And we really were so happy with what you produced and you executed with precision. And we really wanted our community to hear that from you and learn more about you. So, thank you so much for coming on to Tiki Talk and sharing that with us. And for everyone on the AMA now, we've posted the link into the main chat on that's linked to IP's YouTube channel, but you can share it all across the social platforms that you're on. And if you're tagging him, he's on Instagram as well as Twitter. Is there anything else that they should be sharing it on, you think?
no, not really. I mean, Twitter and Instagram pretty much took over the world. I mean, Facebook is cool, but it's very low traction for Facebook, as far as like the music world, unless you are submitting the song to a huge page who promotes music. Other than that, it's very low traction. So Twitter and Instagram is great. That's pretty much where I be. And one more thing, another thing that you guys can do. I will be releasing the song on Spotify, iTunes, the whole nine. I do have a distribution deal with Sony, so, and so I'll submit the record to them, and they'll get it out in a couple weeks, depending on when I actually submit it. I've been so busy lately, but it will be there. It will be on TikTok and all that other stuff. So until then, what you guys can do in order to bring more awareness to the record, this is y'all anthem. This is something to be proud of. Record videos of you guys in the car, bumping the song or with friends at a party and whatever, and just post it. And you can tag me or not, it doesn't matter. But just speak more about the coin and about the anthem, and I guarantee you will convert a few people because I already have just with the song.
Hi, IP. Are you still around? I think I have
There
you.
you go. I lost connection, I think. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
So thank you so much for joining us. And just to reiterate for everyone online, share the track on every social channel. You can tag IP on Instagram and Twitter. We really want it to go viral. We want everybody to know what Tiki is, and it will really complement the marketing efforts that we have upcoming, which I'll touch base on shortly. But again, thank you so much for joining us. I know it's your Saturday and you're busy with your kids and you took time out to join us. So thank you so much.
No problem, man. I appreciate all the love. Love you guys, man. You guys keep going hard. And you hear my son in the background. Yeah, it's daddy
Yeah,
duty time. So
yeah, I'll let you go.
all right, y'all. I'll let y'all, man. I'll be around. Just hit me up.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Bye. So I think I had connection problems earlier, everyone. I apologize, but I just wanted to review the format of our AMA. It will be really similar to what we did last week. I'll start with a recap of the week, then we'll do a marketing update, then I'll go through a technical update, and then we'll have some time for a Q&A, and we selected some questions that were dropped to us on the suggestion box. But also what's so special about this AMA was not only IP joining us, but we also have one of our whale investors joining us for this AMA. We have Hope on the line, and he's actually hosting a giveaway for everybody that is live and tuned into the AMA. And he will randomly select 10 winners that will each receive $1,000 worth of TIKI tokens. So the requirements of the contest are that you stay logged in to the AMA from start to finish. So that will be really exciting, and we'll announce the winners shortly after. So we're also welcoming Hope to the AMA, and we'll also give him some time to introduce himself and talk about why he loves Tiki and why he chose to invest in it at a whale capacity. So we'll finish the AMA with that. So I'll get into my recap of the week. Maggie, you could play the next slide for me. Okay, I just don't see it yet, but I'll just start talking and I'll wait for it to load. So we did have another super busy week, and it was also a really exciting week for us at Tiki. As you guys know, last week we had started and implemented the Talk ads. So they were live from July 3rd to the 9th, and we had a really successful run, and we actually attracted quite a few new Asian investors. And if you're active on our Telegram, you would have seen we got a lot of new members from the Asian community, and our Asian Telegram specific channel has been so busy as well. And the other day, I believe it was on the 7th, and I have a graphic of it as well, we had 2 new whale entries in the project, and that's probably why you saw our chart go quite a few Asian investors. Sorry, Mickey, I can't see the screen. Can anyone else?
Yeah, we see the exchange.
Okay, I can see it now. So I'll talk about the chart in a little bit then. So yeah, just to recap what we did last week following BTalk ads. Last week, we also announced our swap feature, which was really exciting. We're one of the few projects on the blockchain network in the BSC network that have utilized this feature. And we saw an impact in the chart right away last Saturday when we implemented this. There was a lot of activity. We're also working on a feature with the Moonradar team where we'll be able to exactly determine the percentage of new investment coming from the swap. So that will really give us great data as well and further insights. And Mickey, we can go to the next image now. I don't see it. Is it my, can you tell me it's the Twitter image? Yeah, it's not loading for me, but okay. So another thing I like to do is highlight our Twitter activity because, as I mentioned last week, it's one of the main channels we use for our social networking and to get trending in the web space. So we do use Twitter quite a bit. And this week we did have a little bit of a focus on giveaways. We wanted to experiment with if the community reacts more positively and interacts more with the post, and if we'll get more engagement from giveaways. So I chose to work with Fleur BNB because he has a very large following and he hosts these giveaways with a lot of different projects. So this was quite a successful campaign. It was retweeted 3,600 times and we had quite a bit of engagement from it. So it was another successful campaign, and we'll probably do more stuff like this. So I just wanted to share that we're always experimenting and trying new things. And that's what we did this week for Twitter. And Mickey, we can go to the next image now. And this is what I was touching on before. What we saw was a huge impact in the chart and rapid growth. And we hit, I believe, 16 million market cap again. And that was the entry of 2 new whales from the Asian market, which we believe has been driven from our BTalk ad campaign. So just again, showing everybody that what we're doing is working, our strategy, we are seeing the impact of that in the chart. Because I do read everybody's Telegram comments and everyone's always asking what we're doing for marketing and what's happening. And I just want to reiterate that some of the strategies we implement, for example, like the BTalk ads, it does take some time for it to work. So you won't see things instantly. And in this case, it took us about 5 days to get this kind of impact. So I just want everybody, to keep that in mind, that when we're implementing strategies and we're receiving negative comments about what we're doing, it becomes a little difficult for us to manage in the Telegram group chat. But I just want everyone to know that we are working so hard to implement the best strategies, and we want this kind of impact in the chart. So we are super selective in our marketing strategy, and I'll have an update for you as well next on what's new for marketing. So we can transition right into our marketing update, Miggy. Great. So Wario has shared really exciting news for everyone with regards to marketing. We have started a multi-country billboard campaign that begins this week. So we're going to have a billboard in Times Square. We'll have additional billboards in London, Dubai, Toronto, which is where I'm from. That's really exciting. Miami, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Dallas. We also have Nomics advertisements reserved, as well as space and coin stats. And we have sample packs of the TIKI swag that are expected to arrive in a week. So we'll have a preview of that as well. And we also have the press list that I mentioned last week, the articles that are being written. So those are being written right now as we speak. And I'll have additional updates on that shortly as well. Mickey, we can go to the next screen. I can't see it all. Sorry, just bear with me, please. Okay. So this is also a really exciting announcement as well, because it was a direct result of networking that the Shilling community did on Twitter. Cryptic from our team organizes Twitter shills with everybody, and we also have a Telegram group called Tiki Warriors. If anyone is not a member and wants to join, where we organize the tweets, and there's templates for everybody to use where they can go onto Twitter and post the same thing. And what that does in the Twitter world is it gets everything trending, and we can really sort of break into the Twitter algorithms that way. So this potential partnership was a result of our Twitter activity. So Tiki was selected as one of the first BSC tokens to be integrated with Rapids wallets. And what this means is Tiki will be listed in this wallet platform, and it's similar to Trust and SafePal in functionality. And this wallet also offers credit and debit card purchases for Tiki within the wallet. So we have a little information about the Twitter post, and then there's a video as well. Are we able to play the video, Mickey? Oh, and it's scrolling for you because it's not for me. But if everyone else can see it, that's fine. So just to recap, this was a complete result of our community. So thank you so much to everybody that helped us get the attention of Rapids Wallet. And it just is another great success story and shows that what we can do together as a community. And it's really, really great. And we can head into a technical update now. Maggie? Okay, so I'll just quickly comment on our technical update, and that ties into our Q&A nicely as well. So with regards to staking, we have a lot of questions on that. So just to summarize what Wario has been working on. So staking is still in its early development. The details are still being assessed by internal and external development teams. So Wario is actually working with a team that specializes in yielding, farming, and staking, and gathering their expertise and utilizing that into the Tiki project. So that process is taking some time, and we'll have an update as soon as it's complete. With regards to contract updates with the auto reinvest feature, those are all pending based on CERDIC audit completion. And an update on CERDIC, we have confirmed results coming really soon on CERDIC. They also just sent us a message 2 days ago, so we're anticipating to announce CERDIC qualification any day now. So we'll keep you guys posted on that as well. And I have time probably for a few questions before we bring on Hope. So Wario went through and picked 5 questions that we received this week. And what we try to do when we select questions is to pick ones that kind of cover the main questions people have been asking this week and kind of cover the main themes. So the first question we received was, do you have future plans to release another token related to Tiki to essentially create a Tiki ecosystem? So our answer to this is, currently, we don't have any future plans to add another token. However, if the use case arises and we see additional value in our Tiki ecosystem, then we would consider expanding. But for the moment, we don't have such plans. The second question was a really good question. Is it possible to theoretically run Tiki on the Ethereum network? Because Ethereum is cheaper and more successful than the Binance Smart Chain, and the Binance Smart Chain is known to crash. Is there a way to look into this? So we did mention this on a previous AMA as well, and we are investigating expanding TIKI into the Ethereum network. Cross-chain is a desire for the development team, and they are looking into assessing the feasibility of TIKI outside the blockchain, the Binance blockchain. So it is definitely something that they're interested in and are looking at. Third question is, what is your plan for global expansion? Which market does TIKI focus on currently? So the answer to this is, currently we have been targeting Europe and China, and we have seen great success with holder acquisition from these two markets. And our next campaign is targeted to the USA, Canada, and the Middle East. That's why we have chosen the billboard campaign, because that's actually a very North American thing. And we'll also have specific AMAs to focus on international Telegram group expansion. And we're also researching in other markets what is the best marketing strategy. So for example, billboards may work in certain areas like the US, Canada, England, other parts of Europe, but are they the most effective in the Middle East? So we still are researching and having targeted strategies to different areas. So we'll have more updates on that as we go along. And the next question is on staking. So I will do a little review on that as well. So the next question is, could you tell me a bit more about how staking is going to work? So the answer to this is, to make it simple, staking really means you're locking your tokens for a specific period of time and you're being rewarded for that. So we foresee staking as being one of the next mainstream aspects of the Binance Smart Chain. It's still a fairly novel concept and relatively unknown. And, our team headed by Wario, they're pretty good at predicting trends in the Binance Smart Chain network. And we've already seen 20 plus TIKI forks in just the past 2 weeks, which is crazy to me. So with regards to staking, we're not just, making a staking platform, we're actually making a new TIKI product. So that means we're revising every aspect of staking to ensure that we integrate it into our ecosystem right now that currently makes sense for you as our investors. And we're trying to make it simple enough to educate new investors as well. So the way staking is going to work is there will be a dashboard tab called staking, and from there you can specify the amount of tokens that you are currently holding and want to transfer to staking. And then this will activate a new custom contract. So when you click stake, you'll be locking a portion of your TIKI tokens for a specific period, which could span from 15 days to 180 days. And for every day that your tokens are locked, you'll be earning rewards on top of the current reward distribution. So these rewards will be in both tokens as well as BNB. So the amount you're earning will be tied to the current exchange volume, price volatility, staking players, which means basically how many investors are currently staking the same time as you and the period that you select. And Wario and the team, they're also considering adding a few additional benefits, like making the buying tax lowered over a period of time that you're staking. So as we kind of tweak this, we'll have more updates for you as well. So the last question is about the auto reinvest feature. The question is, can you give us an update on the auto reinvest feature? So the answer is, as you know, we're currently getting audited by CertiK, and this is the best auditor agency in the world when it comes to Solidity contracts. So the reason why we're waiting for them before moving forward with the auto reinvest feature and the reinvest feature development is because we may have to consider a few changes to the dividend contract after the report. So once we receive the report and the audit is live and we were able to access if there are required changes, then that determines whether or not we have to update the dividend contract, which handles the redistribution. So auto reinvest is definitely a top priority, and the process, how it will work, is as follows. So from the dashboard, similar to staking, you'll see a tab and you'll be able to set a percentage of your total BNB earnings from redistribution that you want to automatically invest back into TIKI, and we'll apply a reduced buy tax for anybody that activates this feature. So this means you'll be getting TIKI at the lowest price if you're enabling auto reinvest, and this won't impact any of the BNB that you're currently earning, and you'll also be able to disable the feature when you want without any fees. So that wraps up our AMA portion for what I had planned to go over. If Hope is around, we'll have him come on and kind of share a little bit about him and why he was so drawn to the TIKI project. And I'll have Jake introduce him if he's online.
Yeah, all here. Yeah, just making sure everyone can hear me properly.
Yeah.
Awesome, no worries. So hello everyone. So as you know, there's going to be a $10,000 TIKI giveaway today, courtesy of our newest whale investor, Hope. You've probably seen him around the chat. He's been spreading his wisdom and insights as he is a successful crypto investor. Today, he's just briefly going to go over his insights on the TIKI project and why he sees so much potential in its future. So, Hope, if you're around, you feel free to talk.
Maybe he's not online.
Is he? Oh, wait one second.
It's okay. We can wait for him to join us. In the meantime, if there's any questions that we didn't cover, I can open up the floor for some questions. So let's start with.
I think there are a few people who have their hands up, Akila.
Yeah, Cortez, are you able to unmute them and take questions?
Yes, let me try. All right. Adam, I'm going to unmute you. Go ahead and ask.
Hi, guys. Good evening. Or I don't know what time is it there. Anyways, I was just wondering about, I don't know, I'm sorry I didn't listen at some point, but I was wondering if what's the progress about the BUSD and other types of rewards that can be implemented. We were talking about this at some point.
Yes, so that is still a feature that will be available, and the idea is we'll roll out all of these new features along the same timeline. So as we get the reinvest feature going, as the staking feature gets going, we'll also have that feature for you as well. And when we have a specific timeline, we'll share.
Okay, awesome. I was also wondering, like, what's the order of priority between the facilities that you have mentioned? Yeah.
So staking is going to require some time. As I mentioned, Wario is working with an external team that has expertise in this area. And we're also waiting for CerTIK results because the audit results may include changes that we have to make to the dividend contract. So that would determine the timeline for the auto reinvest feature as well as the redistribution feature. So I guess what I can answer is that the timeline for all of these things, it depends on the CerTIK audit and what the results are.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
I was wondering if you're planning on listing on any other main exchanges to bring more volume to Tiki and more eyes in general.
Yeah, so we get this question every week probably. With regards to exchanges, we're definitely open to listing on exchanges, but only if they can adapt to our tokenomics, because our tokenomics are unique, right? In the sense where BNB is redistributed to holders every hour. So exchanges are great for volume, but they may not be able to adapt to new technology like we have at Tiki with our token. So if we can work with the right exchanges and they can adapt and they can distribute BNB rewards to their holders every hour, then obviously it's something we'll definitely get on board with. But for now, we haven't really found the right partner. But when we do, we'll definitely update the community.
Just to add to this, Akila,
All right,
I
thanks.
actually had a representative from an exchange message me today, and we were discussing this. And just to give you an idea of why it's so hard, it's because they are unable to adapt to our tokenomics. This particular exchange wanted to increase the price by 10% so they don't suffer that 10% tax, and they would only be able to pay out the rewards once a month instead of a few times a day. And that basically that doesn't make Tiki. That basically goes against everything that we stand for, and that doesn't work for us. And this is why it's so hard to find an exchange that works with our tokenomics.
Exactly, and sometimes exchanges they may not bring that volume impact as well because they have also fees, and it actually may be more advantageous for the investor to just purchase through PancakeSwap or our Tiki Swap. So it's a little more complex than just listing on an exchange.
Have you thought about going into PancakeSwap syrup pool as well? A few members have suggested this on Discord and Telegram. I was wondering if you guys are looking into that at all or not.
I believe the recommendation went forward to Wario, and they're absolutely looking into everything that can elevate the project. So if that's something they choose to do, we'll have an announcement on that for you too.
All right, thanks.
So I believe Hope is on the line with us now. So I gave him permission to speak. So maybe Jake, if you wanted to introduce him now.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, like I said before, yeah, Hope's our newest member of the community, and he's probably one of our biggest whales at the moment in the project. Yeah, as you've probably seen him in the chat, sharing his wisdom and insight about the project. And yeah, if he's ready to talk, he's just gonna kind of introduce himself a little bit and talk about what he sees in the Tiki project and why he thinks it has so much potential. So yeah, just feel free to talk if you like, Hope.
So maybe we'll connect with Hope after the AMA and select the winners. But just to summarize, we'll select 10 winners with Hope, who is sponsoring this giveaway, and each of you will receive $1,000 worth of Tiki tokens. And the only requirement is you stay on the AMA from start to finish. And I really am impressed. We have nearly 200 people online, and I don't know the YouTube live stream number, but it's a really impressive turnout. So thank you to everybody for joining us. So I guess we can continue with some questions. We can probably take 2 more, and I'll let Jake or Cortez pick.
Sorry, can I ask one more question?
Yes, Adam, go ahead.
Give a chance to somebody else because you already asked a question. You can send us a DM, but we'll give the floor to someone else.
Okay, yeah, Crypto Blue, I am going to unmute you. You have the floor.
Hey, thank you for allowing me. I will make it quick. I know like we are going to have an auto reinvest feature and the super chargeback. The question is the auto reinvest, at what time it will be reinvesting? Like every at specific time or before a buyback from a supercharge?
Good question. We haven't figured out all the issues because a few things that we're worried about is let's say we activate the supercharge feature and we have a rush of buys. That's going to cause the price to spike. But then that might cause someone to sell for a profit and drop the price down again. So we're trying to find out a way where we can make it fair for everyone by announcing it just enough time beforehand and not having everyone wait for so long for it.
Okay. Just one more thing. I see like a lot of scams going on, and many people got into it. Is there any chance in future do we get support on hardware wallet?
There is actually a way to use a hardware wallet with MetaMask. If you have a Ledger or a Trezor and you have MetaMask on your browser, you can actually connect your hardware wallet to MetaMask. What that basically does is it allows you to use your hardware wallet through the MetaMask interface.
Okay, and still we can receive the rewards.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
All right.
How are
CX.
you guys?
Hey, Hope.
Hello.
How are you? How are you, my friend?
Good to see you, man.
Yes. I'm
Yeah, where
locked
were
the
you?
chat.
I
Thank you
thought you
very
left
much for
us.
the whole community. We'll come inside the chat and inside the AMA today from the TIKI talk. Thank you very much for my person. Welcome
All right, you
today.
have the floor.
So sorry, I have the little lag from the communication, but maybe it's a problem of the internet.
If
I don't
you
know.
have the YouTube live stream open, maybe you can mute it so it doesn't cause a feedback.
Yes, yes, yes. One moment.
Welcome, Hope. We're really happy to have you.
Thank you very much. I'm a question very important for me and the all community.
Go
It's
ahead.
possible. It's possible to send from the dev and engineer inside of TIKI project because I'm invested the little amount inside the project.
Just a little.
Just a little. Because I believe on the project to change the people life and Tiki is a very good project from the future of the people. But my question is today uh, the certification
Yep.
is it's now it's working.
So we're still waiting for Certic. They contacted us 2 days ago, and we're anticipating the results any day now. So if you wanted to send me a DM, I sent you a DM earlier. I can keep you posted on the status of that.
Oh, this is good because when you have the protection of certificate, all the community people, I fear to lose the amount because the scam or the hacking from the other company. But
Yeah.
when you have the protection of shield of certificate, wow, is amazing, is amazing.
Yeah, it's the
Because
best auditor in the world for coding.
yes, yes, because in the near future, when start the certificate inside the Tiki, Tiki token, maybe invested more, or 3 or 5 million more inside the project.
Wow. Wow.
I'm speak from the R community because I'm looked the project and the return of BNB interest. It's
Okay.
it's a very good, and then speak to community. Maybe in the future send more the gift from all my community Tiki.
Yeah,
Maybe
absolutely.
same. Yes, maybe same. Today is 10,000 from 1,000 Tiki from person, and the
Yeah.
near future maybe it's more up because when the put inside more 5 million inside the project, the return of BNB is very high. It's very high,
So once
and
we have Certic, you're going to host another giveaway, is what you're saying.
now I'm look the person inside the chat. I'm select 4 person
Okay.
and 2 person inside the chat room of China because
Oh, cool.
yes, it's normal. It's normal. It's normal. It's normal for me because I know the YouTube is censorship to China. Yes,
That I'm not sure about if they have YouTube. Does anyone else know on the team?
I know. I'm locked inside the chat room of Telegram China. Lot of person and send me the message. Why? I understand, but it's no problem. I'm select 2 person inside the chat room of China, and maybe more 4 inside here when they finish the AMA to send the amount from the all this person because I'm like it's a little private from me and the person of Tiki because I'm one moment because it's not simple to me to send this immediately, but I'm like to look what is the new news from the the
Oh,
developer.
okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us and for hosting this giveaway and for all your kind words. And I'll definitely keep you posted on Certic. We can stay connected and I'll give you all the updates.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. So maybe we can take 2 more questions from the audience, Cortez.
All right, let's see who has their hands up. Uh, okay. Tika Retki, I hope I pronounced your name correct. I'm unmuting you. Go ahead, ask your question.
Thank you for this opportunity, man. And it was almost you had it almost good. It's Tigaretji.
Retchi, is that Romanian, that part of the world?
No, it's Turkish, man. Ticaretçi
Oh,
means
Turkish. Ah, Retchi. Okay.
merchandiser, you know.
Okay.
My question was about thank you for this opportunity, but my question was, are you guys planning on changing the fees if the price of tiki is going up? Let's say it's
Yeah.
$1, then it will be
Yes.
very expensive to buy and sell, you know.
That is one of our plans. Currently, we're still trying to figure out the best way to do it. I think I mentioned this at an earlier AMA. The problem with just changing it, for example, reducing it by half or doubling it is, if you do that, you have to bring the rewards from somewhere else. So let's say we reduce the number of tokens to 5,000. If we keep the same tax, our rewards pool is going to drain twice as fast. So we need to bring the rewards from somewhere else. Currently, these rewards come from the tax, which means that we might have to double the tax in order to compensate for the rewards, which would be a lot. Like imagine you'll be paying a total of 66% on a buy-sell trade. So we're trying to figure out the best way to do this without just having to change it to a single number. Just to give you an idea, we're looking at a dynamic way to do this where we peg the number of tokens to the value of BNB, but we're still trying to figure out all the details, and we might not even go with that method. It's just an idea that we're having floating around.
So it will be dynamic depending on the price. So let's say the price is 10 times up in contrast to now, then the fees will also be 10 times lower or something.
And that's the general idea, but it might not work. It's just an idea that we have floating around. We're trying to figure out the best way to do this, because let's say we do reduce the fees by 10 times, the early investors who got in are going to be receiving 10 times as many rewards as they used to do.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
that's cool, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's great if you got into the pre-sale, but it'll drain our rewards pool a lot faster. So
Sure.
we're still trying to figure out the best way to do this.
But is there any way to do this, or is it also a
Um,
little impossible to have it dynamic?
There is a way. It's just a matter of figuring out the algorithm, because basically you have to program it into the contract to say, okay, if it's X, then we need to get Y multiplied by Z over A, and it becomes overly complicated because it's basically a mathematical formula.
Yeah, sure. I'm a little interested in the mathematical part, the technical part. That's why I asked this question.
Yeah, me too. To be honest, it's going to be very interesting to see once we manage to crack it.
Yeah, sure.
But the short answer to your question is yes, we are planning on reducing the fees once the market cap goes up high enough.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for this time and for your for the question, for your
You're
answer.
welcome. All right, Akila, one more question.
Yeah, we can take one more question before
Okay.
we wrap up.
90171. I'm gonna unmute you. Go ahead, sir, or ma'am. Nine 90171. Okay. I'm gonna unmute someone else then. Antoine Harley, I'm going to unmute you. Go ahead, sir. Hello? Okay, does anyone want to ask a question?
Okay, maybe we'll just conclude this AMA then. So thank you to everybody for joining our Tiki Talk episode 3. We'll be back next Saturday at the same time. And again, we'll take questions through the suggestion box and review a Q&A of some of the top questions you had in the week. And we'll give you another recap of the activity of the week. And we'll announce the winners of the giveaway sponsored by Hope shortly. And again, our DMs are always open. So if you have any specific questions, please reach out to us. And we'll see you guys all next Saturday.
I had another question. I'm not sure if I'm still in time. Recently, there have been a lot of Tiki imitations and rug pulls, and this not only steals investors from Tiki, but it also takes money from those people, and later they cannot invest in Tiki because they lost it. Are you guys looking into a way of stopping this type of rug pulls and copies of Tiki token where they are claiming that they are part of Tiki community when they really are not?
So we do, always post announcements in our Telegram chat to kind of warn investors that, our fork isn't really being able to be replicated to the level we have it coded. So that's why a lot of these Tiki forks fail. So it's really, we do our part in educating everyone by posting these announcements to our pinned messages. So that's really all we can do. We can't do much further than this. So, as a community, we should all, rally together and continue this education in the Telegram chat. But at the end of the day, what investors do with their money, it's their responsibility to make sound investments. So all we can really do is alert them, and hopefully they read our pinned messages.
Hello.
All right. Thanks.
Hi. I'm sorry. This is Antoine Harley. I was trying to figure out how to, talk and everything. I was raising my hand and everything, but can y'all hear me clearly?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Hi. How you doing? Yeah. I was a got in Tiki when it first started up, But yesterday, due to some circumstances, my account got phished, and they took everything away from me. They took everything, all my cryptos away from me. The scammer. Piggyback what that dude was just saying a while ago. You know, I got caught up into a fake, thinking it was legit website, and it wasn't. It was a fake group, and they, fished my account for all my crypto, and every time that I would, try to get the Ethereum and put it into my account to transfer my funds, I mean the rest of the cryptos before they got a hold of them, they would automatically go into their account. So
So, Anton, I totally relate to what happened to you because it happened to me as well, and I lost everything. We always are posting in the Telegram that this is a scam, this is a scam. So it's really important to just stay on top of it. And if you have any questions about a website that you're seeing and if it's actually us, just always ask us, always DM us and ask us what you're viewing before you do anything. And that goes to everybody online. There are a lot of scams out there and they do look
yeah,
legitimate. So we definitely relate to how some of you fall into these scams. But at the end of the day, they're not us. They're not executed by us. They have nothing to do with us. So if you're ever unsure, please always ask a member on our team and send it to us so we can guide you. But we always do post notices on the pinned messages. So it's really, really important to stay alert and aware. So with that being said, we're going to wrap up this AMA. It has been a pleasure to talk to everybody, and thank you so much for participating.